Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Blessing and I'm the creative director of Bstitches Designs. So on today's video, we are going to be learning how to cut and sew a simple shift dress. A simple shift dress that has front like pockets, outside pockets, two outside pockets. So this is going to be just a simple beginner friendly shift dress, so anybody can be able to make this. So first of all, you are going to fold your fabric into four. After you fold the first time, you're going to fold the second time. So you're going to fold your fabric into four. You're going to fold your fabric into four, and then you get the length that you're working with. So if you're working with length 35 inches, you add 2 inches hemming allowance. So here I'm working with length 39 inches and I added 2 inches hemming allowance to get 41. So altogether I marked out 41 inches for the length. 41 inches for the length. Please remember guys that this is a just you fold into four. Can you see? I made my first folding and then I folded again, and then this is a pattern dress, so I was trying to know the side or the pattern that I'm going to use for the down part and the one I'm going to use for the upper part. So I later settled for the circle pattern to be on the down part. So after that, I'm going to get my neck width, which I used 3.5 inches for the width, and the back neck depth, which I used 1.5 inches. Remember, as I folded this into four, that means I'm cutting the front and the back piece together. So first of all, I'll cut out the back piece. So I got my neck width 3.5 inches and the depth 1.5. Then I marked out my shoulder divided by 2, which was 8 inches. And from that 8 inches, I got the length of the sleeve I wanted, which was 14 inches. Then from the 14 inches I slanted. Remember guys that this is going to be a cut together sleeve, so that is why I'm cutting the sleeve together with the dress. So I slanted by 1 inch, and then from that slant I came down by 9.5 inches. So this is going to be the sleeve. Is going to be the sleeve. I came down by 9.5 inches. Then on that 9.5 inches line, which is armhole, I'm going to divide my hip by my bust measurement by 4, which is 40 inches divided by 4, and I have 10. I marked that out and I added 4 inches allowance. Then I got my shoulder to my waist measurement and my shoulder to my hip measurement. So I'm going to be imputing my round waist measurement on that my shoulder to waist measurement. So you input your round waist measurement plus 4 inches allowance. Can you see? And then on your shoulder to hip line, you are going to input your round hip measurement. You input your round hip measurement and your 4 inches sewing allowance. You can also use 5 inches, whichever one goes for you. Remember, this is a shift dress and it's supposed to be big on you. So I'm bringing down that hip measurement down, so that is going to go straight down and then connected to my armhole. Can you see? So this is called cut together sleeve. Remember, this has the front and the back piece in it because it was folded into four. If you wanted to cut only one, maybe only the back piece, you fold into two. So I'm cutting out. You cut out. You cut out. You cut out. You cut out. So this is it. Cut together sleeve, simple shift dress. This is very easy and simple to make. So after we are done cutting this, can you see it's two? I removed one. That one is going to serve as back piece, so that I will adjust the neck of the front piece. So I brought down the neck by 7.5 inches because I want to do a v-neck. So I used 7.5 inches and I then curved my v-neck. Can you see? And I cut out. So my v-neck is ready. My v-neck is ready. So the next thing that I'll be doing is to get my facing, the facing that I will use to turn the necks of the front and the back piece. So now this is for the back piece. You're going to get a piece of your fabric. You're going to place your neck, the neck of the back piece, and then you are going to trace out, and then cut out a facing for it. So this is the facing for the back piece. Can you see? And then you're going to cut out the facing for the front piece. So for the front piece, you're also going to fold your fabric. You place your already cut out piece and you trace the neck. That is just basically how to cut out a facing. Can you see? Can you see? So my facing for the front piece is ready. Please don't forget to hit on the subscribe button, also turn on the notification bell. Please drop your comments, your thoughts via the comment section. So it's time to cut the pocket. So remember, it's a front pocket, so it's just going to be a rectangular pocket. So I'm going by the length of the pocket for 12 inches because I will still have to fold the upper part, and the width by 9 inches. So I went with 12 inches by 9 inches and I cut out. Remember, this is going to be an outside pocket. It's going to be on top of the dress. So if it's an inside pocket, this is not how you're going to cut it. So after cutting, we are going to go to the machine and sew this. We are going to go to the machine and sew the facing. Can you see? You're going to place your facing front of the facing the front of the fabric, and then you are going to sew the neck, and after sewing you are going to notch and iron, turn over and iron. So I'm not going to do that on camera, so I'll do that and come and show you guys. So this is the back of the facing. Remember, you're going to place the front of the facing against the front of the fabric and sew. After sewing, you notch and iron. And for this pocket, I'm also going to fold the upper part and I am going to iron all the sides, unfold. So here is it. I'm done sewing the facing. Can you see the facing? I'm done sewing it and I've already ironed it. And I also folded the down parts of this Ankara. Can you see? I'm done turning, and I also ironed, and I've also folded the down part of this dress. So this is the front piece, and I also did the same to the back piece. I also turned the neck of the back piece, and I also ironed the facing. So after you've done that, you're going to measure out where you want your pocket to be. So I want my pocket to start from 17 inches. So I marked 17 inches out lightly because this is the front of the dress. So I marked 17 inches out and I placed my pocket because I want my pocket to start from 17 inches. So I placed my pocket. Can you see how I placed it? On 17 inches. So from the center of the dress, if this dress was to be folded from the center, I came in by 3 inches. That is where this pocket is. So from the center 3 inches, from the upper part 17 inches, and I placed my pocket. So I'm also going to do that for the other side of the pocket. So I'm also going to do that. I'm also going to measure from the upper part 17 inches, or upper part 17 inches, can you see? And then from the center 3 inches. And I also placed my pocket, can you see? Okay, look at where I folded. Can you see? I forgot to show you guys. I folded the pocket, the upper part, and I also used my pressing iron to fold all the sides in. So you place your pocket. I was trying to show you guys that I used 3 inches for from the center to the pocket. Can you see? Can you see? So we have 6 inches as a whole. So I placed my pocket and it's time to pin down. So I'm going to pin all these pockets all round so that I can take it to the sewing machine and sew. So you're going to sew um every other part of the pocket, leaving the upper part which is supposed to be open for you, for like using your pocket. So you iron down, you pin down, sorry. If you are yet to subscribe to this channel, please kindly do so. Hit on the subscribe button, turn on notification bell. We post interesting tutorials on how to make different outfits on this channel, and we also run a physical store in Enugu State, Nigeria, where you can learn how to sew, make a dress, and be a good fashion designer. So if you also have your questions, you can drop via the comment section your thoughts and your acknowledgements. So I'm still pinning the fabrics down. I'm still pinning it down. The pockets, sorry, I'm still pinning the pockets down. I'm still pinning the pockets. You pin your pocket down. So after pinning, I'll go and sew it down. Then after sewing, remember you're leaving the upper part of the pocket open because you don't want to close all your pockets. So sewing after sewing, the next thing you're going to do, because we are almost done, you're going to place your back piece on with your front piece. Can you see? This is the back piece, so you're going to place it front against front with your front piece, and you're going to close your shoulder. Can you see? You're going to close your shoulder. After closing your shoulder, you're going to fold the tip of your sleeve. I folded with 1 inch, after which you're going to close the body of your dress. You can use 1.5 inches to close. I closed with 1.5 inches. Remember we put 4 inches sewing allowance, but I'm closing with 1.5 because it's going to be a really big and free dress. So this is the outcome. This is what we have. So this is it, a simple, beginner friendly, easy to make shift dress. Thank you guys for sticking till the end of this video. Please don't forget to drop your thoughts via the comment section. Kindly like, subscribe, comment and share. See you some other time guys. Bye.